Hello everyone and welcome. It is almost summer. I've started doing some work out here. It is a mess, but I wanted to give you a little update of what's going on in my garden this year and my plans. So my plans for my garden this year are to be very simple. And I always say that and then I end up with 5 tomato plants. But really this year, really for real this time, for real, I only plan on growing maybe 1 or 2 tomato plants. In fact, I have one that volunteered itself. So I came out here and decided I was going to start cleaning up, weeding. There's a lot of weeds. You can see it's kind of a mess. And along the way, I have discovered some lovely plants that have volunteered in the garden this year, which is great. Another thing that I'm doing while I'm out here weeding is that you can see there's moss and little plants growing out of the bottom of some of my old fabric pots. So I am transferring the dirt to new pots, and then I'm going to wash and clean and dry the old ones, and I'm just going to kind of cycle those every other year so that there is an extra moss buildup and whatnot on my pots. But anyway, thought I would show you so far. We have this little tomato plant. I believe it's a sun gold because this had a sun gold plant in it before. And I have lots of chamomile. Chamomile is notoriously self-seeding and lovely, and it's one of the first things that pops up out here, which is great. So I do have lots of chamomile growing. I bought a couple herbs at the farmer's market. This year, I'm trying to plant most of my seeds. I have lots and lots of flower seeds, but I did spend about 20 bucks on some herbs I know I will use, like rosemary. I have one in a pot so that I can bring it in and try to overwinter it. And I did really good. My rosemary actually lasted me almost 3 years, and then I popped it out here a couple weeks ago and the frost got it. It was like a freak frost. I thought I was okay, and so it killed my whole plant. But hopefully this one will hang on and I can cultivate it indoors through the winter. So I got some basil, I have some green onions, I have some mint, of course. And if you want mint in your garden, it should only ever be grown in a pot. It is so invasive and so crazy, but great for containers. I also found 2 sunflowers. I transplanted them into this pot. So this one I think will probably do okay, but I don't think that little one's gonna make it, but I did transplant them. I also bought 2 other things at the farmer's market. I got this beautiful lettuce bowl from one of my favorite organic farmers and some nasturtiums in this hanging basket, which we use to feed our reptiles. They love nasturtiums. So I kind of started working over in this corner. I still have like junk and garbage. I'm not a good tidy gardener, so kind of a messy gardener. As I was cleaning up over here, I think this is tarragon. It certainly looks like the tag that was here. It is listed as a perennial, so I do believe that's tarragon that has come back. I will scan it later just to double check, but I think it is. I'm gonna leave it here. And I cleaned out these pots here. I think I'm gonna get rid of the 5-gallon buckets this year and just kind of simplify down to fewer pots. Just because I have so much going on with the kids this summer, I don't know that I'm going to be able to maintain the garden, and I thought this way I will have fewer things to kind of have to keep track of out here, but I can still grow some lovely things. And that's the great thing about a garden, is you can adapt it to your needs and what you're capable of in that season of life, right? Okay, and this is my thyme. It overwintered beautifully and it's looking just lovely. And it smells so good. So this plant is just gonna remain there, happily continuing to grow. These are all weeds. Look at that. I know they look like they should be something pretty, but they are not. And the strawberry patch is doing really well. I wanted to show you, look, we have strawberries. So this is an ever-bearing variety, so we should get some strawberries now and then maybe get a few more later, so that will be really exciting. And this patch just seems to I just let it do its thing and try to keep it clean and weeded, which is almost impossible, but it delivers every year. This is my I think this is my 3rd or 4th year of having the strawberry patch in the kiddie pool, and it's working out just beautifully. Over here we have more wild chamomile, and this is actually the chamomile bucket, so it doesn't surprise me. There's chamomile here, and I have lots and lots of things to clean out over here, and I'm not even sure all of these buckets will stay. I will definitely plant some green beans and a couple tomatoes, but the rest, I want to get some zinnias out here, some sunflowers, just some beautiful cutting flowers so we can make our own bouquets to bring inside, snapdragons, definitely marigolds. I have a whole bowl of seeds I saved from last year. So here's what it looks like today, late May, still cleaning up and getting it sorted out. I definitely want to bring up more furniture. I have another chair and maybe a little outdoor rug, and just kind of spruce up the space so you want to hang out here too. But here's where we're at today, end of May. That's your garden tour.